So I'm going to teach you how to name the compounds which contain transition metals. See, transition metals will show multiple oxidation state. Say for example, iron may show Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. So cobalt can show 3 plus, 6 plus different oxidation state. So if you are, if case is writing a name, you have to tell others what charge you used. So we are going to get a highlighter and mark everything here. I'm going to select all transition metals except there are 3 exceptions. What are they? Zinc, cadmium, mercury. You have to memorize those 3. And post-transition metal, which are called P-block metals. Post-transition means after transition, before non-metals, okay? Except aluminum. Aluminum is an exception because aluminum show only +3 oxidation state. Okay? So all of this are showing what? More than one. We will go right multiple oxidation state. Or if you are not familiar with oxidation state, you can say charge. Multiple charges. Multiple oxidation state. So when you write the name, after the metal name, you have to show the charges as Roman numerals. Okay, how many of you know how to write the Roman numerals? Just raise your hand. Okay, we need at least up to 8 because osmium is the highest oxidation state, which is 8. Okay, if you don't know really quick, go ahead and write here. 1 will be I. It's like a big I when you are typing on a computer, okay? And 2 will be I. 3 will be I. And 4 will be I and a V, everything capital, okay, if you are typing that on a computer. And 5 will be V, and 6 will be VI, 7 will be VII, 8 will be VII. Okay, we need only up to this for your assessment, but what is 9 is? IX. What is 10 is? X, okay. So, you done writing that? Memorize that. Okay, it's not a big deal. I think most of you already know that. You just need a refresh for that. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to show you the rules. Most of the rules are same except the Roman numerals. So, first we will name the transition metal. That is a cation, which is exactly the same name you are seeing on the periodic table. Okay? Transition metals name exactly same. If it is vanadium, write vanadium. If it is iron, write iron. If it is copper, write copper. Okay, now we have to find the charges. It's not easy to write electronic configuration and decide how many it will lose or gain. We are using an easy trick called what? Crisscross, going backwards, which is called reverse crisscross. There are 3 methods. I will teach this one first. If you are not happy, I will teach you the other method. Again, if you are not happy, I will teach you the third method. Again, if you are not happy, find something else. I can't do anything after that. Okay, so Roman numerals, you have to put that in what? Parenthesis when you are writing after metal's name. Then anion, there is no new rule. If it is a single element, that will end in what? IDE. If it is a polyatomic, not from the chart, not from the memory, okay, because you already memorized that. Just one person. Ask Shiloh, she will help you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do reverse crossing. For that, you may need to take a notebook paper because we need more space. So this is my notebook. Okay, I'm going to write the example there, which is, I'm using different example, okay. So let's do V2O5. V2O5 is a transition metal. What is V is? What is the name of V? Vanadium. So you will go write vanadium. And after vanadium, you need to show the Roman numerals, the oxidation state in Roman numerals. We don't know what is it. Just keep it blank right now. And what is the anion is here? Oxygen. How will you write oxygen? Oxide, because it is a single element, it should end in what? IDE. Now, we are going to do the reverse crossing. For that, I will find the subscript for oxygen and pushing this back here. And which will be 5. And we know that first element is a metal, it will always positive. And do the same thing here. I'm going to push this number here, reverse crossing, and it will be -2.
How do we know when to make it negative?
Second element is always negative and first will be always positive. That's the rule we are writing. Okay, when you write the formula, cation always goes first, anions goes the second. That means the second one is negative. Okay, now last step. Oxygen, go to your periodic table and see whether what is a charge for oxygen. -2, we know that it is 16, the group 6 valence electron, it will gain 2 more. So I'm going to check, yes, this is correct. That means I didn't reduce while I was writing the formula. So I always check the anion and make sure I didn't reduce it. So if this one is correct, this is also what? Correct. So we got the oxidation state. What is the oxidation state of vanadium now? 5. How will you write that in Roman numeral? So your name is vanadium 5, not V, no, vanadium 5 oxide. Good? Okay, now I'm going to show you the same with a different variation, okay? Let me erase this side, it's from the last class. Okay, let's do
Listen,
yes, dear.
I think Amir has a question.
Yes.
I think she does. Oh, how come you don't pick a number for the second for oxygen? Oxide?
Okay, transition metals, only transition metals shows multiple oxidation state. Oxygen always, as of now, that's what you learned. There are exceptions, but you don't need to worry about that right now. Oxygen always show -2. We don't need to show others. It is -2, okay? Okay, then next one, I'm going to write CuS. What is Cu is? Okay, go down, write copper. And we need a Roman numeral only for transition metal with multiple charges, not for everything, okay? Don't write oxidation state for sodium or potassium. We don't need it because we know that. If you know the charges, John put it the Roman numerals. So copper, and what is S is? Sulfide. Okay. Now do the same method we learned there earlier. How many sulfur here? 1. If it is invisible, no number means there is 1. So I'm going to push that number back. It is 1. I know that metal will show +1. Okay. Do the same thing. Copper is also 1. So it will be -1. Now check. Sulfur is the big brother of oxygen, which is in 16th group. What is the charge for sulfur is? What? Why I'm not getting any replies? What is the charge for sulfur? 2. What is the confusion there? Okay, is it 2 here?
No.
That means when you wrote the formula, you simplified while writing it. Okay, remember, sometimes we will get Cu2S2. We will simplify that into what? Cus. So, I'm going to do the opposite. Earlier, while writing the formula, we simplified it. This time, I'm going to multiply with 2. So that will become negative 2. Why I did multiply? Because I need sulfur. What is the charge for sulfur? -2. I can get that by multiplying with 2. If I multiply one of them, I have to do the multiplication here also. So I'm going to multiply copper also with 2. So what is the charge of copper right now? 2. So you will go write copper 2 sulfide. My bad, I erased it. Or I did go back. I don't know. Something happened. No, it's here. Sorry. Okay. So now think about it and ask me a question. If you are happy, I will stop it here and do not teach the second method. If anyone in this class not happy with this method, I'm going to teach you the other method. But this is the easiest method. Other method will be a little bit more difficult. Yes. Not now. Not now. Wait. Yes. Question. How many of you understand this method? To find the transition method. Who is still confused? Raise your hand if you are still confused. And you will get there. You need practice. I'm asking whether you understand it or not. Yes. Good. So, now we are going back here. Can you do this one? On your notepad. What is the charge of iron? Use the same strategy. Reverse crossing. That's the strategy we are using here. Got it? No? Yes. What is the charge? 3. Because when you push this number here, that will be 3 and this will be -2 and we will check this one. That is -2. We know that oxygen is -2. At this point, you all need to know because this has been almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We are talking about electronic configuration, stability, all those things. So this will be +3. Okay, so you are going to write, what is the name? Iron 3 oxide. Try the same thing for the next one, FeO. You already did? Yeah, very fast. So there is 1 and 1, so this will be +1 and -1. But we know that oxygen is what? -2. So you had to multiply here and multiply here. So this will be +2 and so most of the time if there is no subscripts or if it is a reduced subscript, that means we cancelled them out or we simplified. So very careful with that. Okay, do not always use crisscrossing and go from there. Double check the anion. Okay, let's do these 4 questions. Then we will go do the lab. Okay. Okay. Copper 2 chloride. This time you have a name given there. Copper. What is the charge for copper? You don't need to look at the periodic table. It is given to you. You are not responsible for memorizing. 2. Okay, so go ahead and write Cu2 plus. And it says chloride. What is chloride is? Cl. And what is the charge for chlorine is? -2? -1. Now do the crisscrossing to find the formula. Going backwards.
How does copper have a charge of 2? It's a transitional metal, so.
It is given there. All transition metal except zinc, cadmium and silver, the charge will be given to you, okay, if it is a name. So that is easy. So when you crisscross it, how many copper you needed? 1 copper, and how many chlorine you needed? Why I am writing 2 there? So CuCl2. Question. Okay, try the next one. This time you have a formula. You have to write the name. Do the reverse crisscrossing.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
What's up, Miss Are you having a good day?
Yes. I think so. Till this. No, you don't want to. You will never change that.
That's what I said in the heat.
That is what he said.
That's what I said and he did the exact opposite.
He sat down and looked at me like, oh, I'm not gonna let you beat me or something like
Make me
that.
miserable. He said,
And I responded, oh.
I like that. So now Gabriel got a good competitor there, okay?
And a few minutes later, he is just, he's gotta be at least like 6 or 7 times.
Okay, so
Yeah. I can probably do that 6 or 7 times.
Cindy, do you have an answer?
I got lead to
Lead
nitrate.
to nitrate. Is that right? Nitride? Nitrate. Okay, let's do this. Where you push back this one, it is +2, and there is only 1. And what is the charge of nitrate? You have to memorize it. It is a polyatomic ion. Nitrate is -1. Okay.